Life has certainly changed for a West Michigan veteran ever since he was pinned with the military's highest honor. We introduced you to James McCloughan well before he received the Medal of Honor. This past year has been one of celebrations and speeches, but it's not all about the glory, he says.
The medal has also forced him to answer questions and recall those war stories that have long been buried. 24-Hour News 8's Marley Ginter sat down with him a year later to see where the prestigious award has taken him since.
July 2017, James McCloughan flew from Michigan to Washington, D.C. to be the first veteran awarded the Medal of Honor by the Trump administration, the nation's most prestigious military decoration.
What has life been like since?
Well, whirlwind is a good word, and then surreal is another word. It has been surreal from day one.
Like many other Vietnam War veterans, McCloughan hasn't talked about some of the horrors of war, and as a combat medic, he saw many. But over the last year, that's changed.
Well, since the medal, of course, I've kept so much to myself, and so I've been able to get into my subconscious, the things that I've hid very deep. But there are certain things that you'll never hear me talk about. My wife hasn't heard some of the things that I saw.
In May of 1969, McCloughan was wounded 3 times in a battle he calls the worst 48 hours of his life. Even when ordered to take the next helicopter out because of his injuries, he refused to leave his fellow soldiers.
A lot of brave people did a lot of brave things in the Vietnam War, but nobody saw them do it. It doesn't make them any less a hero. And of course, any veteran will tell you, the real heroes, they gave the ultimate. They're not here with us.
The Medal of Honor has taken him all over the country in the last year, whether as an inspirational speaker, guest of honor, even attending the State of the Union. But after being credited with saving the lives of more than 10 comrades, even carrying one over his shoulder to safety, McCloughan says he doesn't wear the medal for himself.
Not for me, but as a caretaker for 89 men who went into the battle. Whether they made it out or not, I wear this for them.
That was Marley Ginter reporting. McCloughan carries the medal proudly and carefully. He is one of more than 3,400 of our nation's bravest to receive that honor since 1861. And just as he said, like a true soldier, he doesn't wear it for himself, but for his fellow comrades.